Let's look at Word 2013, Unit E, modifying rows and columns. Now look, after we create a table, we can still adjust the size of our columns and rows to make the table easier to read. We want to give the user a really reader-friendly table if at all possible. So we can change the width and height of the rows simply by dragging the border, or we can use the autofit command, or we can even be very precise and enter in the measurement that the cell should have, and we can go into the Table Tools Layout tab to get that done. Let's go ahead and get started with this assignment. We're going to position the pointer, and here is my pointer. We're going to position the pointer over the border between type and location. That's right here. And so we're going to try to get between these. I'm going to have to click on my page in order to actually get done what I want to happen. And notice I can click, hold, and drag, and you can see what's happening up here on the ruler while I do this. And we're asked to close this a bit. We're going to take this to approximately the half mark on the horizontal ruler. And the gist of this is we clearly don't need all of this space. There we go. We don't need all of this space for print. And I'm not going to be double checking or anything like that. Basically just make it a little smaller. And now we'll go to the right border of the location column, and we'll do this as well. But this time, instead of clicking and dragging like we did just a moment ago, we're going to use the auto fit feature, which means that we can just double click. That's pretty convenient, isn't it? Now, let's move the pointer over the table. And notice we have this table move handle that appears at the upper left corner of your table. And this lets us move the entire table if we want to. Do you see how that's following us around? So I centered it just a bit. Something I hope you remember from the previous assignment, or one of the previous, not assignments I guess, but one of the previous exercises that we had to do in Unit E, is don't forget when that table is selected, you get the extra tabs up here at the top, and if they're missing, that means you need to be in the table, or you should have clicked the table or something so that we'll get the tabs back. But now, go ahead and select my table again, clicking that button in the upper left corner of the table. And we want to go to Layout. And by the way, take the time to kind of check out what's available in these different tabs within the different groups. For instance, I can change my table style options, adjust the shading and the borders. I can change the color of my borders if I wanted to. I'll go to Layout now. And we were just in Layout in one of our earlier tasks where we were able to insert columns to the left or right, or rows above or below. This is also where we come to merge cells, split the whole table. These are pretty cool features. We also have, if you want to make sure that you've got pretty good distance between your cells, your individual cells, notice you can choose to distribute the rows or distribute your columns so that there'll be an equal distance between them. Let's do that right now for rows, which makes this table look quite different. And if we click, okay, I want to make sure that I had deselected my table. By the way, you can easily tell if it's selected because you'll see all the highlighting there. Deselected because you don't see the highlighting there. Well, let me click in this Details column. And there's another way of sizing. And this way is simply to type in what we'd like. So we're going to come here to adjust the table column width. Let's change that number to 3.5 instead of 1.5, and you can see what happens. Really spread that out. Let me adjust my table by grabbing that table move handle. The last thing we'll do, which is item 7 on page Word 110, we'll click the select button in the table group. Where is the table group? Here it is. Click that select button. Notice this is another way to select the entire table. So now we know 2 ways of doing that. And we can change the alignment or the text direction within the table. So really and if I position my arrow on any button long enough, it should tell me what the button does. So for instance, notice that says align top center. We want to choose align center left. Here's align top right, align center right, align center left. Right now, it's clearly align top left. So let's come down and choose this second feature. I think that's a better look for that. Well, time to save our changes using that quick access toolbar and our save button. And we'll stop this video here.